Okay, welcome everybody. In this demonstration I'm going to show you how you can use FHIR profiles in Oracle Integration Cloud using the FHIR Adapter. Let's take a look at a project I've already got built here. And in this project I've got an integration already called ADT A31 to FHIR patient update. So this is a simple integration that receives a HL7 ADT31 message, A31 message, and it transforms that message into a FHIR patient profile and updates the patient in our FHIR repository. Most of that code has been written here already. We've received the HL7 message, we've assigned some fields, etc. Here we're retrieving the payload for the HL7 message. And now I want to go ahead and I want to call my FHIR server to save that patient. So I'm going to, first of all, drop down or add my FHIR connection here. And so this is the FHIR Adapter wizard, and we're going to call this save patient. And we want to do a CRUD operation, so I'll leave that as it is. And I'm going to show you what it looks like using the standard patient first. So here's standard schema definition, patient resource. I'm going to do a create or an update. Actually, let's do an update. We'll do an update. And I won't choose any of the other extras here, and we'll go ahead and we'll hit finish. And that's created for me my invocation to my remote FHIR server to save that patient. Now, of course, what I need to do is populate this invocation with some data. So we'll go in here to our mapper. On the left-hand side, we can see our HL7 payload. I'm not going to go into that in detail, but for those of you who know HL7, you'll see here's all the segments of our HL7 file. And this is what I particularly want to draw your attention to. Over on the right hand side is our patient resource that we need to map data into. And you can see here this is a standard out of the box patient resource. Name, telecom, gender, birth date, etc, etc. Okay, and I'm not going to do it in this video, but now I'd go about mapping from my HL7 message into my patient resource. Okay, now I want to show you how to use FHIR profiles in OIC, or FHIR implementation guides. Let's go ahead and save this integration, and we'll get out of this. And before we can use a FHIR profile in our project, we need to upload that profile. Upload the implementation guide package file. So we'll click here on the healthcare tab. We can see I've got some HL7 messages defined. If I look here at FHIR profiles, I don't have any defined yet. So I'm going to go ahead and upload one. It's the US Core profile I'm going to use today. So I've given it the name US Core, and I click on Browse here, and I've got my US Core package here that I have downloaded from the HL7 website. And I'll go ahead and hit Import, and it's going to upload that package for me. And that upload is going to take a couple of seconds here. We'll have that uploaded. Okay, so that package is now uploaded, and you'll see here under my FHIR profiles, it says US Core, and the status of that is still in progress. And so that's a background job that's running to import that profile and to parse all of the resources, etc. in that. So that's going to take somewhere between 30 seconds and a minute. Okay, after 30 seconds or so, if I hit refresh here, I'll see that my US Core, the status is now configured, and that means it's ready for use. So now let's go back to our integration. So I'll click on the Designer tab. I can see here I've got my FHIR ADT A31 FHIR patient update integration. And we'll go back to where we were working before. Let's go ahead and modify that. And we're going to go through that and edit it. And this time, instead of choosing standard schema definition and patient, let's go ahead and choose FHIR profile. And let's go ahead and choose US Core. Well, that's the only one we can choose because that's the only one we uploaded. And now we can see if we drop down the resource list, we've got all of the different resources that are in that profile. So for example, I could pick patient, which I'm going to do for this demo. We'll pick patient. We can do that. And we've got the US Core profile patient as our resource now, or the profile. But just to show you the different ones available here, so if I choose observation, for example, and now all the profiles available to me are all the different US Core versions of that observation profile. So now we can use any profile or any resource that's been profiled in this package in our integrations. So let's go back to patient, because that's the one that we've been using for this demo. We'll choose patient. We'll choose US core patient. We need to do an update, and we'll go ahead and finish this invocation wizard. So now with that updated, if we go back and have a look at our mapping now, so when we looked at the mapping just before where we were going to map from our HL7 document into our patient resource, let's go and look at our patient resource now, and you can see it has changed dramatically. We now, instead of having the stock standard patient resource over here on our target side of the mapper, we've now got the full US core profiled patient resource. So we can see here we've got race, we've got ethnicity, we've got tribal affiliation, birth, sex, etc. So this is now the US core customized representation of this resource, and we can map our data appropriately into that and then make our update call to update that resource on our server. Okay, this concludes the demo of showing you how we can use FHIR profiles in Oracle integration. Hope you found this useful. Thanks.